Hi, it's Deb from Deb's Days. It's Foster Friday, and I'm back with another edition of the Adventures of Wyatt Earp, the kitten born without any back paws. We're on to week number 7 now of this sweet little foster kitty's life. Still, a life I don't think he knows is any different than anyone else's, except when it comes to scratching those ears. He sure tries, but he just can't reach. If you remember last week, I mentioned Wyatt liked to sleep a lot. Well, he still does, but now when he's awake, he wants to make sure everyone else is awake as well. No sleeping on the job in this household. Wrestling is his favorite pastime, and boy, he makes sure everyone knows it. This week, he spent a lot of his waking hours climbing, particularly on the cat trees. His first attempt last week was a little bit iffy, but now he's turned into a pro. Back and forth and up and down. A couple times he's been so fast I haven't even been able to keep up with the guy. He's even discovered the scratching post section. Just look at that stretch. Yep, he's becoming a pro at those cat trees. Look how proud he is when he makes it to the top and he's king of the hill. So confident. Now, getting onto the couch has been a problem for Wyatt since day one. He just can't jump up there like the rest of his siblings so easily can. So he watches and he hopes and he wishes he could join them. Well, we made this little makeshift ramp to help him up, but he just hasn't been interested. But this week, with a little bit of push from me, he started up the ramp. And the next time, he made it up with even less help. He's a kitten who certainly doesn't want to miss out on any of the action. This is a good time to mention about kitten playmates. If you're thinking of adopting kittens, adopting 2 kittens at the same time is a great idea. They'll have playmates to keep them busy running and climbing and jumping, and it'll be less work for you. And for a kitten like Wyatt, it's going to be really important for him to be with another kitten. It'll be what keeps him going, keeps him active, and keeps him learning. If not for his 3 siblings being here with him, I'm certain he wouldn't be making the progress he is. A human just can't provide this kind of stimulation and modeling that he's getting from the rest of the kids. Last week we talked about Wyatt having some litter box issues. This week we tried out that pellet litter. He disliked it so much he wouldn't even sit still in it. Then we tried the recycled paper litter. While this kind was the best for his tender legs, it was the worst for everyone else. I knew it was going to be messy, but it was messy with a capital M. All the little babes played with it. They threw it out of the box, they tracked it everywhere, they ate it. And Mama Kate tried to clean it all up, scratching and scratching and scratching, trying to get it all back into the litter box. And Wyatt never once went to the bathroom in it. So now we're going to move on to this other litter box. It's shallow on one side, tall on the other. So we'll give this a go this week. And here's one of my favorite parts of the week, his weigh-in. Remember, he was just my little 9-ounce boy. And today's weigh-in? Look at this happy and healthy boy, weighing in at 1 pound and 7.1 ounces. Way to go, Wyatt. For next week, we'll keep working on the climbing and the jumping and the running and the litter boxing, and I'm sure so much more. So join me next week for the next episode of The Adventures of Wyatt. You can find the next week's video and the past week's video by subscribing to my YouTube channel or heading on over to the blog at debsdays.com and clicking on the Foster Kitty section. Also, if you're interested in helping support the work being done with foster kittens, check out simplycats.org. They're a cageless, no-kill feline adoption center here in Boise and is the only shelter I work with. It's also where Mama Kate's going to be up for adoption next week. The babies, including Wyatt Earp, will be up for adoption later this month. All right, see you next week.